Number 4, define success for yourself. You already like that one. Define success for yourself. Now, check this out. I'm in south of New Orleans a few years ago, and I went to a voodoo shop, and they had this wooden partition against the wall of these columns. And these columns were all these vials of these magic potions, right? And the headings above each potion defining what they would give you were things like fertility, health, family, legal help, energy, forgiveness, money. Guess which column was empty? Money. Let's admit it, money is king today. It's what makes the world go round. It is success. The more we have, the more successful we are, right? I would argue that our cultural values have even been financialized. Humility is not vogue anymore. It's too passive. It's a get rich quick on the internet, rich as 15 minutes of fame world that we live in. And we see it every day. But we all want to succeed, right? So the question that we got to ask ourselves is, what success is to us? What success is to you? Is it more money? That's fine. I got nothing against money. I don't. Maybe it's a healthy family. Maybe it's a happy marriage. Maybe it's to help others, to be famous, to be spiritually sound, to leave the world a little bit better place than you found it. Continue to ask yourself that question. Now your answer may change over time, and that's fine. But do yourself this favor. Whatever your answer is, don't choose anything that will jeopardize your soul. Prioritize who you are, who you want to be, and don't spend time with anything that antagonizes your character. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. It tastes sweet, but you will get cavities tomorrow. Life is not a popularity contest. Be brave. Take the hill. But first, answer that question. What's my hill? So me, how do I define success? For me, myself, well, for me, it's a measurement of 5 things. We got fatherhood. We got being a good husband. We got my health, mind, body, and spirit. We got career, and we got friendships. These are what's important to me in my life right now. So I try to measure these 5 things each day. I check in with them. I like to see whether or not I'm in the debit section or the credit section with each one. Am I in the red or am I in the black? You follow? For instance, sometimes say my career's rolling. Alright, it's way up here in the black, but I see how my relationship with my wife maybe could use a little bit more of my attention. I got to pick up the slack on being a better husband. Get that one out of the red. Or say my spiritual health could use some more maintenance. It's down here, but my friendships and my social life, they're in high gear. I got to recalibrate. Checks and balances, I got to go to church. Remember to say thank you more often or something. But I got to take the tally because I want to keep all 5 in healthy shape. And I know that if I don't take care of them, if I don't keep up maintenance on them, one of them is going to get weak. It's going to dip, too deep into the debit section. It's going to go bankrupt. It's going to get sick, died. So first we have to define success for ourselves. And then we have to put in the work to maintain it. Take that daily tally. Tend to our garden. Keep the things that are important to us in good shape. I mean, let's admit it. We've all got 2 wolves in us. A good one and a bad one. And they both want to eat. The best I can tell, we just got to feed that good one a little more than the other one. Number 5. Process of elimination is the first step to our identity, also known as where you are not is as important as where you are. 1992, I got my first job as an actor. 3 lines, 3 days work in a film called Dazed and Confused. Alright. There we go. So this director of that film, Richard Linklater, he kept inviting me back to set each night, putting me in more scenes which led to more lines, all of which I happily said yes to. I mean, I'm having a blast. People are telling me I'm good at what I'm doing. And they're writing me a check for $325 a day. I mean, yeah. Give me more scenes. I love what I'm doing. Well, by the end of the shoot, by the end of the film, those 3 lines and turned into over 3 weeks' worth. And it was mine. It was Wooderson since 1970 shovel that we went to go get Aerosmith tickets in. Well, a few years ago, I'm watching this film again, and I noticed 2 scenes that I really shouldn't have been in. In one of these scenes, my character, Wooderson, I exit screen left to head somewhere, and then I re-enter the screen to double check if any of the other characters wanted to go with me. Now, in re-watching the film, and you'll agree if you know Wooderson is not a guy who would ever say later and then come back to see if you were sure you didn't want to go. Now, when Wooderson leaves, Wooderson is gone. He does not stutter, step, flinch, rewind, ask twice, or solicit. You know what I'm talking about? Wooderson has better things to do, like liking those high school girls, because I get older and they stay the same age. The point is, I should not have been in that scene. I shouldn't have come back. I should have exited the screen left and never come back. But back then, making my first film, getting invited back to the set, cashing the check and having a ball, I wanted more screen time. I wanted to be in the scene longer and more and come back into that scene, right? But I shouldn't have been there. Wooderson shouldn't have been there. It is just as important where we are not as it is where we are. Look, the first step that leads to our identity in life is usually not. I know who I am. I know who I am. That's not the first step. The first step is usually I know who I am not. Process of elimination. Defining ourselves by what we are not is the first step that leads us to really knowing who we are.